flooding emergency. At least 8 people have died in Kentucky, and the death toll is expected to rise. Reports of families who were trapped in their kitchens on countertops as those floodwaters were rising. A grandmother trying to find her family, no cell service. She has not heard from loved ones, from her grandchildren. What Kentucky's governor is now saying tonight. And look at the pictures in eastern Kentucky. Much of the town of Garrison flooded, the water quickly rising after dark, catching so many by surprise.
They were sleeping.
Devastated tonight.
They had their feet up.
The water rushing down a hill, taking this home right down with it. Homes and cars, so many of them destroyed, so many underwater tonight. In Buckhorn, Kentucky, floodwaters up to the roof of this school. Emergency crews using boats to rescue people, so many stranded by the rain, some rescued from their rooftops. And tonight, with roads out and communications down, there is a desperate search to find so many still unaccounted for. ABC's Mola Lengi leading us off tonight. He's on the scene in Kentucky.
Tonight, homes washed away and unspeakable damage. Flash flood emergencies in Kentucky claiming multiple lives. The storms coming in the middle of the night.
We have had numerous
in the middle of the night
inches of rain that have
where you call yourself resting comfortable.
Calls coming into emergency responders for families.
Go look at the population in Kentucky. Go do the research of what took place with our people in Kentucky.
5 grandchildren stuck.
Yes, and 2 adults.
2 adults.
Yes, their porches has been knocked off. They waist deep in water. The water is up to their doors. Their phones are probably out. I can't reach them. I can't reach 911.
Rescuers facing challenging conditions.
The power out.
Stranded residents.
We know we've got folks now that
they can't make 911 calls. Just imagine when the power go completely out and this right here happens.
Everything is gone.
Rachel Patton's home.
It's not about just the violence. It's not about just the food. This is going to be taking place too.
What is over my head?
Floodwaters inundating this school.
Oh my.
The destruction revealed when they receded. Waterways filled with debris, cinder blocks, all that remain where some buildings used to be. Kentucky's governor calling up the National Guard, warning the death toll will rise.
asking everybody to pray.
Age of Aquarius.
A lot of people out there who need
Age of Aquarius.
here right now. And we're doing the very best we can to reach each.
None of them will live comfortable anymore.
More
Look.
flash flooding in St. Louis. Reports of people trapped at a daycare coming just days after that area was hit by devastating floods.
Yeah, St. Louis getting hit again tonight. Let's bring in Mola Lengi. He's live in Whitesburg, Kentucky.
They're getting hit rapidly, repeatedly, over and over. Water up to their heads, up to their shoulders.
Yeah, David, this river, the water still much higher than it normally is. As you can see, homes and businesses nearby still submerged, still flooded out. The devastation is widespread, and there seems to be more rain coming to many of these same areas tonight, David. Mola Lengi on the scene for us. Mola, thank you. Kentucky and several surrounding states, as you heard him report, still under a flood threat tonight. And in the Northeast at this hour, bracing for potential severe storms here. Tonight, the damage coming in from an EF2 tornado that hit southeast of Buffalo, New York. Winds 115 miles an hour.
I bet you they ain't tell you that.
More than 36 million Americans remain under heat alerts all the way to the Northwest. And at least 2 lives now lost to heat in Oregon. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano live in Portland, Oregon.
You're getting torrential rain, tornadoes, heat.
Hi, David. While this heat wave has turned deadly,
tsunami, sinkholes,
into the flood zone and
floods.
The Northeast where that tornado hit Buffalo. We've got to watch out for much of New York and now into New England for the next couple of hours, and a flood watch for Kentucky and West Virginia. Look at that cluster that just went through St. Louis. They can't catch a break. That's what's going to stir more flash flooding, and a huge watch from the Great Basin to the high plains from that.
Remember when that eclipse, when the moon went across on an angle, 33-degree angle. Look at all the country. Look at all the states.
Temperatures will be in the triple digits. Excessive heat warnings into Saturday. Will be triple digits through Saturday. The heat not breaking here in Portland. Likely not till Sunday or Monday. David, thinking about people across this country tonight. Rob Marciano again this evening. Thank you, Rob. We turn now to the other major news this Thursday night. The new report out tonight raising fears of recession in the U.S. The nation's output of goods and services, the GDP, fell 0.9% the past 3 months, the second quarter of decline in a row, which typically has been the definition of recession.
To let you know that your dollar, the dollar is going to collapse. This Draco and listen, this is all systematically being done.
Especially recession or not, Rebecca Jarvis tonight with families across the country who say they're feeling this on everything they're paying.
Regardless of what you
Whether you call it
believe in or not, at the end of the day, We're the only living species on the planet that have to earn to live here. Birds, even dogs, an animal that was literally created in a laboratory does not have to earn to live on the planet. We take care of dogs. We're the only species. The only species. And this is our home. The only species that have to earn a living on this planet. This is why all this is taking place. Got nothing to do with a recession. This is over. And look at the people that they put up. Look at the people that they put in front of us, man.
$900 in May to over $1,200.
Look at what the people they put in front of us.
More than $300 difference.
Dealing with major neurological issues. Look, full of inflammation and mucus. This is not hatred. This is what it is. Look at the weave in her hair. They have the slightest idea. These people are enamored with this system and have the slightest idea how fast death is coming.
President Biden taking an optimistic tone on the news.
So let me pause this till monkeypox come up.
Taking in U.S. history.
What'd I tell you?
The bill would also lower prescription drug costs.
Climate change bill. Didn't I tell you? It's getting ready. Because that sun.
So do they have the votes with Joe Manchin now on board? Rachel Scott on the Hill again tonight.
Today, Senate Democrats are rallying behind a deal that would make the largest climate investment in U.S. history, provide tax credits for buying electric vehicles, and lower health care premiums for millions of Americans. It came after a sudden reversal from moderate Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who just days ago upended talks over concerns about inflation. But now, he's on board.
Yeah, I just felt there was an opportunity here to really give us an energy policy with security that we need for our nation, but also driving down the prices, the high price of gasoline, driving down inflation was my number one goal.
You can't stop inflation. All the billionaires stating that you can't stop inflation. All of a sudden now these people are saying that inflation will stop.
Medicare would be allowed to negotiate.
This is all a front that they throwing in front of you. Climate change pill is going to let you know that you're going in. Or they're going to try to put you in because the sun is separating us.
It would be paid for by raising taxes on big corporations and the wealthy. If the bill passes, it would be a huge victory for.
I'm going to pause this when we get back to monkeypox. But like I told you, climate,
Simply put,
race to get major climate,
healthcare costs,
health and tax bill approved. Remember, they had to put climate and add this shit in there. But
investment.
regarding the sun,
The most important investment.
listen to this.
But President Xi warning the U.S. against, quote, playing with fire by opposing China and supporting independence for Taiwan. Now, all this comes as Speaker Nancy Pelosi is planning a trip to Asia with a delegation that may include a stop in Taiwan. And Mary, I know there has been some support for this visit from both Democrats and Republicans, this idea of visiting Taiwan, but no support from the White House on this idea.
David, this is putting this administration in a really uncomfortable position. The White House says the speaker can determine her own travel, that the president isn't going to tell her what to do.
Chinese president warns U.S. playing with fire
This is a good idea.
over Taiwan.
Chinese
president warns U.S. playing with fire over Taiwan on a 2-hour phone call talking to Biden.
Yourself on fire. David.
Mary Bruce on both stories tonight.
He told Biden, playing with fire, you going to set yourself on fire.
Country tonight, more than 4,600 cases reported.
Here we go.
From 200 just 1 month ago.
Here we go.
Authorities are now telling Americans across
Climate change. This is why the climate change bill is coming. That DNA and RNA, that DNA is breaking down. That nucleus is breaking down.
Are urging all Americans to take the virus seriously.
Every American should pay
City reports over 4,600 U.S. cases as virus spreads.
But it is contagious, it is painful, and it can be dangerous.
The CDC now reporting
It look like MRSA. Monkeypox look like MRSA. Has lesions on your body.
just 200 cases just a month ago.
We know one of the main modes of exposure for this particular illness is through direct contact, close contact, skin-to-skin contact, possibly even a face-to-face contact exposure to droplets or virus that may be in the mouth.
And while
Yes,
right now most
this is
people
through-
getting sick have been gay or bisexual men, doctors stress anyone can get it.
Gay or bisexual men. Not, and let me explain something to you. This is not affecting gay or black men, gay black men. This is affecting
Can be passed
what other races of men.
This woman's newborn was not infected.
Doesn't appear the virus was transmitted. Yeah, both mom and
Look.
dad are doing well.
They can't even talk, people. They can't even cover the lie up.
Of the monkeypox vaccine in the coming weeks. This is Health and Human Services weighs whether to declare monkeypox a public health emergency. David?
Yup. They're going to declare this a public health emergency. Understand and overstand what's taking place. The sun is breaking down their DNA and RNA. It is altering their molecular structure. So the cells in their bodies are not communicating. Their DNA is not communicating with one another. The molecules are not bonding together anymore. And in return, and because of that, this is what you would consider what these abnormalities that they are having are calling viruses. But they're just abnormalities because of the genetic material that's inside of their body. That's just all it is. This is what this all boils down to. Point blank and simple. And what's happening is this is over. That's it. And they're going to use climate change to get us in the house. I value my people. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. I'm in rock, God gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. I am not black. I have been bringing you this information for the longest. Everything that I told y'all 3 years ago is now coming to truth right now in front. It was already happening then. But you know what it is? It's undeniable now. I value. One love.